Heaven's California.
Hey guys, today I'm going to react to a Stephen D video. A man almost broke into my house, so I set him on fire. That kind of makes me laugh. It's 4.5 minutes long. Like when I first saw it in my notifications 2 days ago, like I saw the man almost broke into my house, so I pressed it, and then I set him on fire, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I just started laughing. Like, oh, you want to break into my house? I'm just gonna set him on fire. Like, how do you set him on fire? Like when the rest, like he'll be set on fire, and then everything else will set on fire. If he's in your house, I mean, it says almost broke into my house, so I don't know. Let's just get into it. I don't want to guess.
When Ray was 11 years old,
her parents had to go to an emergency trip to her grandparents' house, but she had school and basketball practice in the mornings, so she couldn't go.
So she
Their
stayed.
house alarm was broken, so Ray's dad told her where his hidden pistol was and made sure she knew to call 911 if something were to occur and to immediately call him after. Ray's dad had always been somewhat paranoid, but their house was in a suburban area that wasn't known to have crime, so she didn't think too much of it. Her parents left after work on Friday. Everything was fine all night and all day Saturday. Ray's bedtime was usually around 11 p.m., but because she had the whole house to herself, she stayed up until around 2 a.m. before she got tired and finally went to bed. It had only been an hour or so since falling asleep when suddenly, Ray heard a random loud pop from outside her room.
That's kind of scary.
The sound was from the front door. Ray didn't think too much of it at first because on windy nights there were times when the door would be pushed just slightly and it would make that sound. But there was no wind. Even still,
her curtains were open.
Very worried. There it was again, followed by a bunch of quiet clicking noises. Ray started getting annoyed thinking that it was the neighborhood stoner kids just messing around in the middle of the night, which they were known for doing so she got out of bed and went outside the room. Her bedroom door has a loud pop to it when opened, louder than the front door, and it can be heard throughout the entire house. Suddenly, the clinking noises stopped, but Ray still felt the need to check it out. There were high shrubs outside her bedroom window, so she couldn't really see outside very well. She went out to the living room and peered through the blinds and she noticed a hooded figure peek over from the side of the entrance. Someone was trying to pick the lock and break into her house. Ray's mind was racing. He had to have noticed the blinds move, but maybe he ran off. Ray held her breath for a moment and stayed completely still. Not even a minute later, the clinking returned, but more furiously. This psycho was still trying to break in. In her panicked state, she didn't think about calling the police or her dad. A sudden rage came over Ray, and she just wanted to get rid of this guy. She grabbed a can of hairspray in her bathroom, and because of Ray's love for candles, Ray had a lighter in her room as well.
Yeah, but
she raced back to the door, and in one swift motion, unlocked it, yanking it open, and lit that burglar up while screaming at the top of her lungs. She couldn't see the guy well in the darkness and past the flames.
Oh my God.
Ray heard a loud scream of anguish. It didn't take long for the neighbors to hear her and turn on their porch lights, which is when she suddenly collected herself and let go of the lighter switch. But when she opened her eyes, there was no one there. The guy quickly ran out of there, and Ray's neighbors had come outside in a light panic and called the police. Her parents were also called, and she explained to them and the police what had happened. But unfortunately, because it was so dark, she couldn't identify him. Ray's mom was freaking out about it, but her dad said he was proud and told her to get some sleep after everything. But that was impossible.
Like she set someone on fire.
She stayed up the entire night thinking about it. The next day, Ray got a call from her parents saying that the officers had caught the guy.
Oh, awesome.
The patrol car had noticed someone smoking in a nearby park under the playground, and the officers approached the suspect. Assuming it was one of the stoner kids, they expected him to run. But to their surprise, he approached them and was begging for help. They saw that his entire arm was burnt to a crisp, and when they searched his backpack, they found enough evidence to arrest the guy. And thankfully, he never returned.
well, like shit, like poor guy just wanted to break into your house. I mean, that's not good. I'm joking, but like, how do you just think, oh, you know what, someone's on my front door, I'm gonna set them on fire? Like, what? How do you even think of that? Like, I would just be pure terrified, probably wanting to hide and call the police on my mom and my dad if I was home alone. Even though I'm 20, I'd be still like freaking out, like, oh my god, like I'd still be like really nervous. So I just don't understand how your first instinct is not to call the police. You know, no, I don't need the police. I'll just take care of this myself. I have a lighter. Like what? Like how do you even? Oh my Lanta. I seriously don't get how you just think of setting someone on fire. I've never seen a story like that. Like that just made me laugh. I mean, at least you tried to defend the house and defend yourself. I mean, you may have gone about it the wrong way, in my opinion, but I guess okay. I don't know what to say. I just never heard a story like that. I didn't expect to hear a story like that. So, but when I saw the title, I was like pretty excited. I was like, what the hell? Like what's going on here? But definitely a pretty good video. Kind of funny to me too, because obviously that's kind of funny to me. But that's great. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna do for now. These two videos maybe I'll save for tomorrow or a different day. But the last two videos are ZMD animations and a Nightmare Falls video, so I'll do those later. Or probably not today, just like later, because I'm too tired to focus today. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be maybe tomorrow or the next day. But and these videos probably won't be out till tomorrow or the next day anyway. So once these videos are out, you should expect these videos out too soon after. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all peace out.